Chris?
Thanks, Alex and Emily. An estimated 18 million students deal with mental health issues on college campuses nationwide. Suicide is a very serious issue in our society. Unfortunately, sometimes suicide prevention doesn't get the attention that it deserves. College life can be very stressful, and suicide is the second leading cause of death of students ages 20 to 24. I found out some tips for students who might be feeling depressed. College students have a lot on their plate. Trying to keep up with everything pushes some students to their breaking point. WVU junior Kevin Diffley says sometimes he needs help to deal with all the stress.
Well, from time to time I take Adderall. It helps me relieve stress, especially when I need to get something done for a big project or a paper. It calms me down and helps me focus.
15% of college students take Adderall that is not prescribed to them, but sometimes that's not enough. A few weeks ago, a WVU student attempted suicide in a fraternity house here on campus. Research says suicide is becoming more common among college students. Director of Suicide Prevention at Valley Healthcare, Bob Music, says many students feel overwhelmed.
It doesn't care about how much money you have, your status in life. Depression will grab you and it will kill you, and it's killing our kids.
Music says 11% of college students consider suicide.
If this was a medical problem, that it would be called, people would address it much greater than what they do now.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death in West Virginia among young people ages 15 to 24, with about 13 suicides per 100,000 people. Music says that suicide scares him, especially when it comes to kids.
It's killing our kids, which scares me that these kids don't become young adults.
Diffley understands why some college students are leaning towards suicide.
You know, it has to do with stress. A lot of times kids can't handle everything and it all comes crashing down at them at one time.
Music says it's important to recognize the signs of suicide, which are talking about suicide, staying in your room all the time, and not going to class anymore. Music says that if you notice any of these signs from anyone, get them help. If you are feeling stressed out or depressed and are having suicidal thoughts, you can visit the Carew Center for counseling. You can also call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The number is at the bottom of your screen.